Life is a math equation. In order to gain the most, you have to know how to convert negatives into positives. Good day once again, dear students. Another exciting day in store for us to learn. We will now continue the discussion on rational algebraic expressions. For today, in Math 8, Module 3 of MELC, is the multiplication of RAE. To begin with, we already learned that in rational algebraic expression, the denominator should not be equal to 0. Same in multiplying rational algebraic expression, when P over Q times R over S is equal to PR all over QS. P, Q, R, and S are polynomials, where Q and S should never be equal to 0. The step process in multiplying fractions is also similar in multiplying rational algebraic expressions. First, we factor the numerators and denominators. Second, we multiply the numerator by the numerator and denominator by the denominators. And third, we simplify or write the product in lowest terms by applying the fundamental principle in all common factors. Let us now multiply the following rational expressions. We have 6x squared all over 10x cubed multiplied to 5x all over 12. First, we factor our numerator. 6x squared, the factors are 2 times 3 times x times x. And for our 5x, that is the same as 5 times x. For the denominator 10x cubed, that will be equal to 2 times 5 times x times x times x. And for 12, we have 2 times 2 times 3. Then, we try to look at our numerator and denominator. Are there common factors? 2, 3, 5, and x times x times x are the common factors. If we are to divide these common factors, that will be equal to 1. So what's left in our numerator is 1, and in our denominator, that will be 2 times 2, and it is equal to 4. Our final answer will be equal to 1 over 4. Another example of multiplying rational algebraic expression. We have the square of m minus n all over m plus n multiplied to m all over m squared minus mn. Once again, we will factor out our numerator. The factor of the square of m minus n will be m minus n times m minus n. And then, our other numerator is m. For our denominator, we have here m plus n, and we can no longer factor it out, so we just copy. For the second denominator, m squared minus mn, the common factor is m, and the remaining factor will be m squared divided by m is m, and negative mn divided by m is negative n. Therefore, the factors of m squared minus mn are m times the difference of m minus n. Next step is to look for the common factors in our numerator and our denominator. Looking at it, we have m minus n, which is common with the denominator m minus n. Same with m. So these are the common factors. We divide the common factors, that will be equal to 1. Next step is to look what remains in our numerator and even in our denominator. So, the product will be m minus n all over m plus n. Express the product of the following in simplest form. We have a plus 4 divided by b plus 3 times b plus 3 divided by 2a plus 8. So, first thing we have to do here is to look for the common factors if there's any. Looking at it, we have here b plus 3 all over b plus 3, which are common factors in our numerator and in our denominator. Any number divided by itself is equal to 1. Then, we have what remains in our numerator is a plus 4. And for our denominator, we have here 2a plus 8. And 2a plus 8 has a common factor of 2, and our remaining factor will be 2a divided by 2 is a, and 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Once again, we look at our numerator and our denominator. If still there is a common factor, we divide the common factor. A plus 4 divided by a plus 4 is equal to 1. So what's left in the numerator is 1, and in our denominator it is 2. The product now will be equal to 1 half. Next example, we have 2x plus 6 all over 10 times 30 all over 3x plus 9. Again, first step is to look for the common factors in our numerator and denominator, if there's any. So 30 and 10 has a common factor of 10. 30 divided by 10 is 3, and 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. Then we look for our numerator. 2x plus 6 has a common factor of 2. And we have the remaining factor. 2x divided by 2 is x, and 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. Then we also have another numerator 3 which is left. So times 3 all over our denominator. What's left in the denominator is 3x plus 9. 3x plus 9, when you factor it out, the common factor is 3 times quantity, the remaining factor. 3x divided by 3 is x, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So the factors of 3x plus 9 are 3 times the sum of x plus 3. Now, before we get our product, we look for the common factors again. We have the common factors x plus 3 divided by x plus 3 is equal to 1. Another common factor is 3 divided by 3 is also equal to 1. So what's left in the numerator is 2, and what's left in the denominator is 1. 2 divided by 1 is simply equal to 2. Our final product will be 2. Example 3. 4a all over a squared plus a times a plus 1 all over 8. First, we look for the common factors. 4 and 8 has a common factor of 4. Therefore, we divide 4 by 4 and we get 1. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Next, look at our numerator, and we have what is left is 1 times a plus 1 times a. So a times a plus 1 all over what's left in the denominator, a squared plus a times 2. A squared plus a has a common factor of a times the remaining factor. A squared divided by a is a, and a divided by a is equal to 1. Remember, we still have 2 here in our denominator. So we multiply the whole denominator by 2. Next, look what is left in our numerator and denominator. Is there any common factor? Yes, we still have common factor. A plus 1 divided by a plus 1 is equal to 1. Another common factor we have here, a divided by a is also equal to 1. So what's left in our numerator is 1, and in our denominator we have 2. The product now will be equal to 1 half. Fourth example, 3 times the sum of y plus 2 all over y minus 1 times 4y minus 4 all over y plus 2. Let us now look for the common factors once again. We have here y plus 2 divided by y plus 2 is equal to 1. What's left in the numerator? We have 3 times 4y minus 4. 4y minus 4 has a common factor of 4. And then, our remaining factor, 4y divided by 4 is equal to y. Negative 4 divided by 4 is equal to negative 1. In our denominator, what's left is y minus 1. Looking at our numerator and denominator, there is still a common factor of y minus 1. Y minus 1 divided by y minus 1 is equal to 1. What is left in our numerator? We have here 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is equal to 12 all over. What's left in the denominator is 1. 12 divided by 1 is the same as 12. So, the final product is now equal to 12. Think about this. What is the product of a rational expression and its reciprocal? Let me end this session or video with a saying, to be a rational person means to think clearly and consider the facts objectively and do what is best for all concerned. Have a nice day. That's all for today. See you on our next video lessons. Keep safe, everyone.